Hello everybody on YouTube, this is Super Nintendo and welcome back to another episode of Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. In the last episode, we found out that we are the last Gabbit in existence. And we also played as Abe for a little bit and tried to save ourselves as Munch. And when we got to be Munch, we managed to proceed through a lot of vikers labs trying to get the hell out of here. So, before we do anything, there is something that I would like to talk about. You may notice that this episode looks significantly better than the previous episodes. Or the previous episode. And the reason why that is because I was an idiot. Apparently, at some point, I messed with the video settings. These are the video settings that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be moving that up by 3 points. This is the excuse me. This is the standard. For the love of God, do not adjust all these to 0. That is how we got how the episode looked in the last episode. I am also going to be putting the sound on full simply because, well, the audio doesn't, the voices can't be changed, so there's not really much point, and a lot of times there's not much music anyway, so just to be consistent. Additionally, the motion. You can change Abe and Munch's walking and running speed. However, if you do this, if you adjust these in any way, the espresso powers, like the brew abilities, they do not work properly. So if you are playing this on the Switch version, do not mess with these. It may be tempting to give Munch, in particular, faster running speed so he can swim and run faster, but for the love of God, don't. So, that's all I really wanted to say here. I'm going to, okay, with all that out of the way, let's move on. So, now that, we have significantly better visuals, I will redact what I said before about this game looking technically worse.
Munch, you made it! Now you can use a snoozer to knock out those nasty interns. Then, get yourself to that poop chute before they wake up. They only stay out for so long.
I will redact what I said about, in the last episode about this game looking technically worse than previous episodes. So, the snoozer. You are able to shoot like tranquilizer rounds out of the little minigun cannon thing, which can put enemies to sleep. They will wake up eventually. This is something very important to note. They will wake up eventually, but you don't actually need to kill all the enemies. I thought for a while it was better to err on the side that that you should kill the enemies, just so you don't have to deal with them anymore, but they stay knocked out for long enough that, at least in this level, shouldn't be that much of a problem. So, I don't know. You can kill them if you want, but just telling you now, if you do, it is going to take quite a long time. So, for now, we are going to take the espresso, and we are going to save as many of these puzzles as we can. Hopefully, we are able to do this fast enough that the enemies don't wake up. Oh yeah, if you're playing the Switch version and you don't want to accidentally burp or fart when you're trying to walk a little bit first before you do it. And it should be fine. Alright, is that all the puzzles? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's get out of here.
I'm not so sure about this.
Come on, Abe. You want to get that Gabbit and save your brothers or not?
Well, yeah, but don't you think that's way too high?
Looks fine to us. Piece of cake, Abe. You just gotta jump in.
But that's a kind of scary well.
Nothing we all can't handle. Come on, Abe. We're right behind you.
Right behind you.
Behind you, Abe.
You promise?
Promise, Abe. Now go before it's too late.
Okay. Here goes.
Whoa, that's too high for me. Maybe we should, help him back to the raisin? Nah.
A lot of help those guys are.
It's good to see ya. Hello, Abe. Hey, Munch.
Well, now we got Abe and Munch next to each other, so something to keep in mind moving forward. Now that we have Abe and Munch together, if both of them die, it is an instant game over. We don't have the luxury of dying and coming back anymore with just one of them. We can still bring Abe or Munch back to life, and we will be abusing the fuck out of this in certain levels. But this is something very important to keep in mind. Also, if you want to switch between them on the Switch version, it is the R button. So, keep that in mind. And we need 5, so there we go. Also,
there's my buddy. What up?
You can say hello to one of them to have the other follow you. So, very nice.
Hey, Munch, you found each other. That's great. Now, you must seek out the almighty Raisin. He's got some important things to tell, but in order to find the Raisin's cave, you're gonna have to slog through some slog huts. You'll find Mudokons in there, and they've been forced to pick up sloggy poo. Save the Mudokons and Fuzzles here, then get to the first slog hut.
This is a revive area. when when either Munch or Abe dies, a blue egg with white spots will appear right here. You just need to into one of these areas. When this happens, all you have to do is just get the other character to one of these areas and press B, and they come back.
Hey, I almost forgot. The almighty raisin has a little something extra for Abe. Possession ability. Now, Abe has the power to possess these industrial punks from a distance. Use this power wisely.
Yeah, I don't know why they present that as though it's something new in this game. Like possessing people from a distance. This has always been a thing. Something to keep in mind is that voice chat-based puzzles in this game are not a thing. They were a thing in Abe's Odyssey and Abe's Exodus. They are not a thing in this game. But you can still talk as the various characters. I have no idea what this leg is saying. I will have a thing in the bonus episode over what all the different possessions can say. But for now, let's get ready. Okay.
I'll be back. Don't you worry. Whatever.
So now, since Abe can't do much of anything, we need Munch to go around and get rid of these enemies. There's some zappy juice right here. And with the power of zappy juice, we can kill sligs and have them take swimming lessons. Fear the power of zappy juice. Something I should probably say is that how long each brew lasts varies from location to location. So, it's not really a uniform thing. It's not like one thing of zappy juice lasts like 30 seconds or whatever. It's not quite that cut and dry.
Hey, hiya. Now, don't worry about rescuing the Mudokons with feathers. They're living large with nature. Because around here, only fuzzles need to get rescued through these portals.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to respond to what he says all the time. Also, I just kind of realized this, but there's a little egg thing right here. And I guess we can use speedrunning tactics. I don't know if this is a speedrunning tactic, but we can have Abe go kill himself. And bring him over here. Ordinarily, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to grab enough spruce to open up a well for him to jump over here with. And, like, bring him over here, which I think is, like, 35 spruce, whatever. I'm gonna quick save here, because, sometimes the fuzzles get themselves killed doing this. And I'm going for a perfect run, so we are going to be saving every fuzzle and every Mudokon we can find. Something that's kind of interesting is some of the dialogue is actually different if you don't save them. Which is pretty interesting. It's not really super noteworthy, but I did save it nonetheless. Alright. For these, what you need to do is you need to free them when the slig is gone. Kick his ass! Alright, there's one more of these things around here.
You better stay here.
Since I'm going for a perfect ending, things will definitely go on the slower side. Because, being a good boy and saving your friends is a very time-consuming process. Alright. Let's get the fuzzles with the other ones. You don't have to worry about the various NPC characters. Generally speaking, the AI is good enough that they will follow you to the best of their ability. Sometimes they might get stuck on stuff, but that's about it. Alright. Now as Abe,
Hey, what's happening?
you need to go around and grab those Mudokons that were also in those cages.
Hey, it's Abe.
Something I will say is kind of lazy with this particular game is the different Mudokons, they all have the same voice. In the previous Oddworld games, different Mudokons had their voices pitched differently.
Everybody listen.
Hey, it's Abe. Hey, what's happening?
So, like, they had their own personalities and stuff like that, but in this game, they don't have different personalities like they did in Abe's Exodus, which kind of sucks, but I always saw Munch's Odyssey as more of like a proof of concept that Oddworld could work in 3D.
These guys.
Yeah, whatever.
Alright. Now that that's opened up, let's get Munch into that little mechanical well. And now we got Boom Boom. And with the power of Boom Boom, we can make things go boom. Generally speaking, it takes 1 or 2 explosive barrels to kill a slig, depending on if you hit them directly or if they take splash damage. These cranes are actually pretty well programmed, actually. Like, you can use the power of momentum to throw different things in different ways.
You just
I'm gonna
hang here
tell
for a
these
while.
Mudokons to stay here for a little bit while we have Abe get brought up here. I missed that. Partially so we can get all this delicious spoofs, but also because there is another Mudokon up here. Luckily, the green ones we don't need to save. They're considered to be like free, so like it doesn't matter how many of these ones die or if we leave them behind or anything. They're considered to be free, so it doesn't really matter.
earlier.
Hey, it's Dave.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey, it's Dave.
Alright.
Go beat
Let's
him
go
up.
kick some booty.
Take this.
Oh yeah, this goes way faster than just like having the
Go beat him up.
than just like possessing these guys. Normally I just possess them from a distance, but since I'm kind of on the clock, I guess you could call it, I'm wanting to go through this a bit quicker, so...
Go beat him up.
Kick some booty!
You just hang
All
there
right.
for a while.
I'm gonna have these guys right here. And here we have Tomahawk Mudokons. They have clubs, and clubs hit harder than slaps. So as a result, they are very good at melee combat, whereas the normal schmucks, they are not.
Hey, it's Dave.
Like the green ones, they are not. We don't have to save them, so they are fine. Something about the different Mudokons that you can command, though. If Abe dies, they tend to act very brain dead, and they don't tend to do anything. So, you know, try your best not to die. Alright. We got all the fuzzles. We left 2 security guards, but they don't matter. Alright.
Okay, little elbow grease, guys.
Yeah, do what I'm gonna do, Abe. Hey, Munch, Wamba's looking great. Now work together to rescue those Mudokon scrubs. You can tell a scrub by its fashionably striped outfit.
Okay, here we have our first slog hut. The slog huts are the areas where we have Mudokon scrubs, and the Mudokon scrubs are the ones that we have to save. So I'm going to be putting those guys... I'm going to be putting those sligs in there so they don't cause any issues. Going to be taking this slog and sticking him in there. And our crane can't reach this guy, but by grabbing his ass, we are able to get him into position so we can save him. And if you're wondering what that recycle thing does, well, how about I demonstrate with a slog? That's fucking horrifying. Let's see it again. Yeah, that is really messed up.
Don't you worry.
I do not know why Well, I do know why. It's because it's Oddworld, and Oddworld is very fucked up like that.
Hey, you jumped.
Hey.
Alright, let's get these schmucks and bring them over here.
Hey, guys! You must get those Budokan scrubs through this gauntlet of sleek poppers and hungry sluggies. Whew! I have no idea how you're gonna pull this off. See ya!
Now we need to get Munch and bring him all the way over. Yeah. Let's get the espresso and get him to move a little bit faster. I will say, I do think it is very impressive how they managed to translate Oddworld into 3D for Munch's Odyssey. Like, they do have a lot of what makes Oddworld what it is. I would say it's more like a, not a translation exactly, but more like Abe's Odyssey. Stupid camera. No! There we go, that's better. It's more like Abe's Odyssey in terms of, like, the complexity of what it is you're doing. I'm gonna be sticking all those slugs up here with this, with those little bomb barrel things. It's a little tricky to get them when they're moving. Now for the fun part. Okay. No, I didn't mean to talk to you again. Yeah, you can talk to the shaman anytime that you wish, but
Don't you worry.
he only really has, like, important stuff to say the first time you talk to him. The rest of the time, he really doesn't. And now, for this, you just need to grab all of the schmucks and bring them all the way over here. Since it's just the same thing every time, I just showed you how you do the first one. I'm going to be cutting until I have the rest of them. There is not really much point in showing them all. Especially because this can get kind of tedious because sometimes I have to revive Abe and whatnot, so... yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright. Last one. Come on, buddy. Final stretch. Let's use our Sonic the Hedgehog powers and run like the wind. Okay, that was weird.
Hey, Munch. That's the one. You help me out here?
It was freezing for so long. Alright, let's make sure... Yep, we got them all. Alright, come on, Munch. Let's go. Alright. I think this will do it for this episode. Next time on Munch's Odyssey, we are going to do the Budokan Fortress, alright? See you guys then.
Ow!
Sit on your sinking square window!